Module 6, The Power of the Call, Connecting with Purpose and Value. How to reach out, build trust, and start relationships that last. Welcome to Module 6 of the Sales Karma audio training with JD Sherchan. Everything you've learned so far, your story, your mindset, your goals, your alignment, now comes together in the most essential part of your craft, reaching out and making the call. The call is the heartbeat of sales. It's where energy becomes connection and connection becomes opportunity. But to master the call, you have to understand one thing. People don't buy from strangers. They connect with professionals who care. What makes a great call? Think back to a time when you were the customer and someone truly sold you on something, not by pressure, but by presence. Maybe it was a person who listened first. Maybe it was someone whose confidence and calm tone made you feel understood. Whatever it was, take a moment to think about that call. Now ask yourself, what made it feel good? What made you trust them? What made you say yes? Write your answers down, because in those memories are the values that matter most to you. And those same values should shape how you sell. Maybe you valued honesty. Maybe you valued patience, product knowledge, or the feeling that they truly cared about your needs. Those are the same values you can lead with. Your call, your energy. In Sales Karma, every call begins with intention. The goal isn't to pitch, it's to connect. The purpose isn't to close, it's to understand. In my own work in banking, when I reach out to a client, I don't lead with products or promotions. I lead with value and relationship. I'll usually start by saying something like, "Hi, this is James Driscoll calling from Citizens Bank. I just wanted to personally introduce myself and my role on the business banking team. I work with business owners in your area to help them simplify their banking, access capital when needed, and make sure they're getting the most value out of our services. I wanted to reach out to see if you have any questions about your current accounts, or if there's anything I can do to be a resource for you right now." That's it. No pressure, just energy, honesty, and service. That's the sales karma approach to calling. You're not interrupting, you're introducing. You're not selling, you're offering value. You're starting a relationship built on curiosity, not agenda. Exercise, designing your perfect call. Now it's your turn. Imagine your perfect outreach call, the one that feels natural, confident, and helpful. How would you sound? What would you say? What would your client feel by the end of that conversation? Write that scenario out, then extract the values from it, the qualities that made it successful. Was it trust, warmth, professionalism, humor, confidence? Identify those because they'll become your signature energy, the essence of how you connect with clients. Next, write your own version of an introduction, just like the one I use. Start with your name and where you work. Explain in one sentence what you do, then offer value. For example, "Hi, this is your name calling from your company. I work with type of clients to help them specific benefit or solution. I just wanted to introduce myself and see if I can be a resource to you, whether it's answering questions or helping you find ways to make things easier." This approach does three things immediately. It establishes credibility. You're sharp, professional, and prepared. It creates safety. You're not here to push, you're here to help. It opens the door, inviting the client into a conversation instead of a pitch. Finding value in every conversation. Not every call will turn into a deal, but every call can turn into a connection. The more value you create, the more relationships you build, and the more opportunity flows your way. After every call, take a moment to reflect. Did I lead with value? Did I listen more than I spoke? Did I leave the client with something helpful, even if it wasn't a sale? These small reflections compound over time. That's how you become the kind of professional people remember, not for being pushy, but for being present. Affirmations for connection and outreach. I approach every call with confidence, calm, and curiosity. My goal is to help, not to pressure. I introduce myself with clarity and purpose. My energy opens doors before words ever do. Every call I make builds value, trust, and momentum. Sales karma isn't about chasing, it's about attracting. It's about showing up every day with genuine intention, professionalism, and integrity. When you call with purpose, people feel it. When you lead with energy, doors open. And when you stay consistent, your results become predictable. That's how momentum turns into mastery.